Welcome back to the shop, guys. I'm Chris with M7 Metalworks. I got another vise in the shop. We're going to restore it today. It is a reed number 104.5, meaning it's got 4.5-inch jaws. This is a pretty old reed. It doesn't have the split nut on the end. I think it's got a collar in here with a set screw, so it's a little bit different than what I've done in the past. It's in pretty good condition as far as everything's here, and it all seems to work, though it's really, really stiff. It has serrated jaws. There's a little chip out on the end here. I might try to weld some of that up. Or I'll fix this up, and we're gonna give this to a buddy. It's almost Christmas, and this will be a neat little, it's not really a Christmas gift. It's a gift, but it's not really a Christmas gift to him. It's just a gift. But anyways, let's get this fixed up, and that way at least you'll have it for Christmas. It's just about a week and a half, and Christmas will be here. So let's start taking it apart. First things first, let's get this jaw off. We heated it up. Give a little shot of, still warm, not super hot, but still warm. Okay. There we go. All right. All right. Well, you know, you can't really see that very well. Oh my. Okay, there is the collar. Wow, that was a lot of work. Oh, yes. Yes. I don't see a pin here, and I'm certain there's supposed to be a pin in that. Yeah. It's coming just fine. All right, guys, so we're looking at the lead screw on this vise, and it's taking a bit of a twist. Let me see if I can get this on camera for you. So when I rotate this, you see it elevate just a little bit right there, and then it drops back down right there, and it's got a little hump. Oh, got a little hump in the middle. See, now it's touching. Now it's got a little bit of a hump. So we're gonna heat that up here in the center. We're gonna see if we can get that to lay back down. And there's our weld, little porosity there. We ought to be able to grind that down right now and make that look decent. Okay, so there's after the weld. All right, guys, this is all about patina. It has nothing to do with structure, any of that. I'm using Rust-Oleum's hammered paint, and that's the color. And just get a light coat on first, then I'll come back with heavy coat or two. Looks pretty awesome, guys. We've got a little heater going. Back in the shop this morning, guys. The paint's all dry, so now it's going to be time to just do a little fine tuning. So this vise, the slide has been beat. Billy Bob, Joe Bob has definitely been here. And so that's making it pretty tight. When I try to assemble this into that housing, there's some tightness there that shouldn't be. It should be snug, but it shouldn't give me that kind of resistance that I'm getting. So I'm sure that when they've beat on this, they've expanded and caused some distortion in this. So this is just a big, heavy file that, as a matter of fact, Daniel's dad, the guy that this vise is going to, it was his dad that gave me this. They used to use this to plane heads, just to run it across the top of the head. So we're going to take this across this and just knock off the high spots. The sides are perfect, though I suspect I've got some issues on my corners, and I'll knock those down as well. But we're just going to kind of clean this up a bit. Let's get this nut in there. If you recall, we did not have that pin. So let me find a pin that'll fit in there. I want to also show one other thing. So I don't know how well this is showing up on camera, but there is a gap from here to the hole. That's pretty normal. That's why most of the time you see these pins put in there and then they're bent over. And so we're going to try to do the exact same thing. That's about as much as I can get it in there. Look at the lash on that. It's almost nothing. This is why Reed vices are so high quality. They just machined them so precisely. This is a gear oil and grease mixture. I used it on the last vise I did, and I really liked it. All right, guys, that's how it would mount. There's the handle and how it turned out. Turned out real nice. Turned out really nice, guys. I know a lot of you would want to really grind on that slide to fix that thing up. But all that's going to do is create problems. That slide is supposed to be tight, and you start grinding on it and you're going to create a bunch of slop in the vise. So what I'll do is I'll clean this with some acetone real quick, and I'll do some bluing. All right, guys, we're done with this vise. Reed 104.5, awesome little vise. It's not a perfect restoration. So you see all the dings and the dents and that kind of thing, or Billy Bob, Joe Bob hammered on a slide and just different things like that. So it's not cosmetically perfect, but it is exactly the way it should have been and was from the factory, I'm sure. The slide, everything functions beautifully. The handle's nice and straight, strong, the way it's supposed to be. It's been painted to preserve it, to help it not rust up. It's going to most likely be in my buddy's shop, in his garage, and so it'll be, it'll be open and exposed to different types of temperatures and weather. And so, of course, it's going to be exposed to all the stuff that he does out in the shop, the dust, the grit, the grime, welding, different things like that. So what it lacks is cosmetic perfection. But I tell you what, and I know it doesn't show up on video, at least not like it does in the shop here, but it is not nearly as bad as it looks sometimes on camera. The camera catches every little light, every little crevice and ding and dent. And overall, if you can't look at this and think, wow, what a beautiful piece, what a beautiful piece of equipment, this is just a tool that anyone should be proud to own. I'm happy to give it to a buddy of mine. That's who I restored it for. It was my Vise. He gave me a nice pair of boots, and I told him I'd give him a Vise for it. It's Christmas time, and so this would be kind of a little, almost like a Christmas present, kind of like my boots. And I think he'll really enjoy it. I think he'll love it, and I think he'll get a lot of good use out of it. It is super, super tough. These Vises, this is a 4.5 inch wide jaws. Of course, you can see the slide here. It's probably 7-8 inches long, which means that's how long it can come out. But it's super heavy. I don't know the exact weight of it, but man, this thing's got some serious grip. This is all malleable iron. This isn't hollowed out like a lot of your Vises are. This whole thing is solid, and it is just one beast of a Vise. So I love it, and I almost wish I wasn't giving it away, but I'm happy to give it to Daniel. He's such a good friend of mine. So I hope you enjoyed this Vise restoration, guys, or maybe rejuvenation is a better word for it. But until the next time, I'm Chris with M7 Metalworks. Thanks for watching.